Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're doing some market breakdowns and top analysis on XUSD, GPUSD, USOE, and other Forex pairs. All right. So today we're looking at GPUSD and what I'm expecting the market to do, and where I'm expecting to see some market rejections and entering points around these levels. All right. So like I said, I'm just doing a market forecast of what I'm expecting this week from all these pairs I'm going to mention, and to see how everything plays out within the week. All right. So please just tell me where you're watching from in the comment sections so I can know that you are following up. And if you're also new here, just subscribe to the channel, likes, and also engage on all activities going on in this channel, because I'll be dropping more of good content and also forex related content to help you guys and also to educate you guys on your forex journey. All right, so this is just my first video on YouTube going live, my first time going live on YouTube, and I believe today class we are going to learn something amazing. All right, so quick one, we'll be looking at 5 basic things in the market. Basic things in the market, and what are those things we are going to be looking at today? One, we need to understand the market trend, which is number one. To understand the market trend. All right, let me just type it out on the plain sheet. So here is the 4 major key points we need to look out for whenever we are analyzing the market or whenever we are trading any forex pairs. All right, to understand these things. Now, number one, I said understand the word market trend, which is number one. Most people just come into their chart and start analyzing without understanding the direction of the trend, to know the overall direction of the trend and what the market is currently telling them. They don't pay attention to that. And number two is what we call market levels. What are market levels? Market levels are areas that can give opportunities for a buy or sell, and that is why we call it support and resistance and trend lines. Those are market levels where also need to pay attention to. There are market levels we need to really pay attention to know what the market is doing. All right, because without you understanding support and resistance and trend line and how to apply it the right way, definitely you keep on hitting your losses, and look as if you don't know what you're doing. All right, so that's why we need to understand these market levels. And number three, which is what charts pattern. A lot of people neglect chart pattern, which is very, very wrong. Right, as a trader or as a newbie, you don't need to neglect chart pattern, because chart pattern is when to buy and when to sell based on the pattern that forms on that zone. All right, it gives you that edge to look out for entries and also that edge to exit the market, and that is why chart pattern is very, very important for us to understand while forecasting a pair or while analyzing any of our forex pair. And thirdly, without you understanding where to enter and where you're going to exit, that means you're not yet ready to make money from the forex market, because before you jump into a trade, you already know where you are entering and where you're exiting from the market. You already know which levels will I look at for that is strong or that is good for me. Understand? You already know that, okay, at this point I want to enter from here and exit from here, and that is why they are also important for you to understand. All right, so now let's apply all these things I've mentioned here, these 4 key points I've mentioned here, on a live chart. All right, so currently let's start with gold pairs. All right, let's start with XAUSD. All right, XAUSD, I think I have some analysis here. All right, so XAUSD, let me take it to daily chart, because I'm a day trader, so I have to look out for the trend on a daily chart. All right, so from on the daily chart on XAUSD, currently you can see the trend is strongly bullish. All right, the trend is still bullish, and on this kind of market conditions, what you need to look out for is what to keep buying the market and also keep looking out for opportunities to buy. But at the same time, you have to also pay attention to the minor trend that is going on right now. Now, if you see XAUSD is giving us some series of higher highs and higher lows here, is what to keep buying the market and also keep looking out for opportunities to buy. But at the same time, you have to also pay attention to the minor trend that is going on right now. Like whenever you analyze the market, first use your 4 hours, if you're a day trader or daily chart, to look out for what the trend of the market. Understand the trend. What is this trend telling me about? What should I be looking on this pair? You use your daily and your 4 hours to look out for what the trend of the market. Now the overall trend of XAUSD currently is still what is still bullish, but it's a structure going on a in 1 hour time frame. All right. So now if you look very well, or if you pay attention to your chart mostly, you will notice that there's this activities going on right there. All right. There's activities going on right here. Why? Monday. All right. That was on Monday. Price gave us a sell opportunities on Monday and what zone. So what we need to look at for next, which is our market levels, which is our support and resistance. And currently now from my chart, you can see that here serve as resistance areas, and here serve as is support. And currently I also have my trend line on this trade. Now what I'm basically looking at for on XAUSD currently, if I want to take this trade, right, if I want to trade this kind of market conditions, what I should be looking at for is for price to take out this resistance and come back for a retest and make it a support. Then around this zone, I'll be looking at for a chart pattern, which is the next resistance levels. All right, so that's what I'll be looking at for on XAUSD, to look at for price to break out from that zones and give me a buy opportunities right here. All right, so let me just keep it here. Then my take profit, which is my exit level, should be around that zone. And all right, so this is what I'll be looking at for. All right, this is what I'll be looking at for. And my stop loss will be a little bit below the trend line. All right, it's about 100 pips, and we're targeting 274. All right, that's about 1/2 reward, and it's a good one. All right, so this is what I'm looking at for XAUSD. All right, and currently I can't take the trade, or I can't jump in for a buy right now because the market is not giving me a confirmation yet. Why? Because I'm not seeing a chart pattern that will confirm this trade for me for a buy, and that is why I'm waiting for price to take out this particular zone and come back for a retest. Then we can look for a buy opportunities, and that's for good. All right, and that's for good. Then let's check on GPUSD, all right, which is one of my favorite pair as well. Now on GPUSD, we can see that the market is giving us somewhat a sell structure. Now let's check the market trend using a 4 hours time frame. Let's see what the market is doing. All right, so the overall time frame currently is bullish, but now we are having market selling off back to the support zone. Market is selling off back to a support zone. A minor trend, a minor bearish trend is taking actions around this place. And now this kind of market conditions, what you need to do is keep applying the same knowledge. All right, keep applying the same knowledge. Keep looking out for market levels. Keep looking out for market levels, which is our support and resistance. Now currently here is my recent support. That's now a resistance. Understand? Because market take out the support, market resist down again based on the current market trend, because the current market trend now is bearish. Understand? Which here is a short minor trend on GU. All right, and now here is my areas where I'm expecting markets to come back for a retest. Now currently, if I want to enter this trade for GU, I will wait for price to move back up a little bit to this zone, and when price gets to this zone, then what I should be looking at for next is a pattern, a chart pattern, or a candlestick confirmations. Then I can long sell the trade back to where the support, the major support levels. All right, so without that, I can't enter the trade because there's no confirmation yet for me to jump in for a sell. So that's why I'm expecting market to bounce around this resistance levels and push down to where the major support, where I'll be targeting as my take profit. So right, so if you're also watching this on your end, apply the same analysis on your chart so that you can also look out for this trade perfectly well on your own end. All right, so let's wait for price to move up here because I'm looking for the best setup on this pair. Let's wait for price to move up back there, and we'll target it down to the support levels. All right, so let's wait for price to move back there and that's my confirmations. Then we'll look out for what? Look out for a sell opportunities. And on GU, what I normally risk on GU is 25 pips on GU. All right, so on your own end, you can watch it out for a trade and make sure you follow up as well. All right, just watch it out on your end and follow up. And secondly, one thing you also need to look out for is what? To be very, very patient. All right, because most newbies or most new traders, they're not patient, or they just want to jump into the market and what? Start making money. They can't spend time to analyze the chart or take time to look at what the market is currently doing before jumping into any trade. You just jump in without no confirmation because price reached their levels and there's no confirmation yet. You just want to enter a snapper entry. No, always wait for what? Confirmations. Then you can look for what? The market opportunities to what? Sell the trade. And this might set up for what? GU currently now. This might set up on GU, and that's it for GU. All right, so let's check on Euro USD. I have some limited time here. All right, so on Euro USD, I'm seeing this good market, opportunities right here. Market is currently on the support areas, and what I'll be basically looking out for is price to what? Keep selling. And if I want to jump in for a sell, then definitely I'll wait for price to take out this support and what? Come back to it for a retest. Then what? We can sell it off to the downside. But for now, there's no confirmation yet because price is still on that same levels. So no confirmation yet. And if price refuses to break above this level based on the previous activities, price have retested, and here is what we call triple bottom, then definitely I'll have to be patient enough to see what price will do next. If price will take out, if price will take out these areas and giving us some new structures of what? Higher highs and higher lows, then I can now look for what? Opportunities to target my trade back to that level. So right, so but for now on EU and on EU, and there's no confirmations for me on EU currently now. There's no confirmations for me on EU, but we'll still be watching out for it if we can spot out any good opportunities on EU. All right, and I also have GBP JPY, which is also one of my favorite pairs. All right, so on GBP JPY, sorry, I'm seeing these clear confirmations on 1 hour time frames. All right, like I said before, always check out spot out your major zones on what? Higher time frame, which is 4 hours, and daily charts. All right, so on GBP JPY, which is GJ, I'm seeing a good opportunities here, but I need to wait to see what price we do before I can conclude for a buy opportunities, because currently the price is resting on my support areas. Before I can conclude that this buy will hold, I need to see market give me a chart pattern currently around this zone. Then I can buy off to the upside and target there as my areas of take profit, or keep risking more. All right, but for the benefit of risk management, and if you are doubting that if we actually hold this trade, because so many people, whenever price get to their zones, they doubt and like, I can't take this trade right now because of market is still on this zone. So then if you can be patient enough, then you wait for price to take out this support, these resistance areas, and come back for a retest, then you can now look out for opportunities to buy off the trade. But currently on GJ, I'm expecting to see, price have already retested several times on these levels right here. We serve as resistance, and price is still around that zone. So then definitely let's wait to see what the market will do next. If price will give us a confirmations around these support zones and we buy off to the upside, or wait for price to take out this resistance, and we look out for opportunities. Look out for opportunities to buy the market to the upside. So you just have to be patient for the market to give you that clear opportunities. Then we can look out for a way to jump in for a trade to the upside. All right, so that is it for Euro GBP JPY. Bye for now, guys. Bye.